the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here with the Racing for a Cause Truck Series as they present the Wild Spirit Education at Las Vegas. And guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host here tonight. My name is KR Stolfus, and I am looking forward to an outstanding night of racing here at Las Vegas in the trucks. But before we get this all kicked off, tonight's race is brought to us in part by the driver of the 7 machine, and that is none other than Jason Keklak. Jason, how you doing out there tonight?
Doing good, KR. Thanks for having us on.
Well, that 7 machine is looking outstanding here tonight. You got Wild Spirit all over it. Tell us a little bit about what Wild Spirit is.
First of all, big thank you to an anonymous donor that helped make our title sponsorship tonight possible, and always thank you to Racing for a Cause. They put on a great show every week. Wild Spirit Education, our focus is really just to better the natural world. And we do that through educational programs, scientific research, and advocacy in the community. And we do a little bit of wildlife rehab as well.
Well, the your driver photo has you with a bird on that. Is that a friend of yours?
That is a friend of mine. That is Phoenix, and Phoenix is a red-shouldered hawk. He is with us because he actually is what we call human imprinted. Phoenix would not survive in the wild because he was raised by humans, so he'll spend the rest of our life with us and helps us out doing our educational programs.
Well, very cool. What a unique friend that would be to have. I barely got any human friends, and you got a bird friend. How about that?
I don't have many human friends either, especially out there on the track.
Well, speaking of the track, what are you hoping for in the race here tonight?
Really just hoping to keep the fenders on it, keep it clean, and be there at the end. It's a long race. The trucks seem to go a little bit tight pretty quickly here in Vegas, so I think it's going to take a lot of patience and some pit strategy to be there at the end.
Well, all right, Jason, one more time for all of the fans of Racing for a Cause, where can they go to find out more information about Wild Spirit?
You can check us out on Facebook or at our website, www.wildspirit.org.
All right, man. Well, good luck in tonight's race. We'll be cheering for you all night long.
Thanks again for having us, KR.
That is Jason Keklak, the driver of the 7 machine, tonight's race patron. We'll see what kind of trouble he can get into, or maybe not get into, and find a way into victory lane here tonight. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us here. 1 minute 15 seconds left into tonight's warm-up session before we head off and get some qualifying done. Chad Meadows in the 3 machine, rolling out on the track to turn a few more laps. Right now, Chad Meadows sitting second on the speed chart, so fast truck in that 3. Justin Rigsby in the 99, currently setting the fastest lap in this warm-up session. Let's go ahead and take a look at our point standings. This is race number 2. Calvin Allison picking up the race win last week. He has the points lead. Dustin German just 6 points behind him. John T. Wimbish tied for second place with Dustin German. Chris Mefford finding himself in fourth, and Stephen Page gonna round out your top five as our point standings are presented by the evidence-based mommy, parenting from love, empathy, and science. That's evidence-based mommy. The guys' point standings, only one race done so far, second race coming at you. These points are going to be changing all season long. 12 races in total for this season. As our practice session draws to a close, it is time to fire up those qualifying setups, and drivers get ready to take to the track as the green flag flies on this session. First car starting to roll out as it is an open qualifying session is the 3 of Chad Meadows. He is going to be the first one to roll out. Jeff Stiles now starting to exit the racetrack, or to the racetrack. Eric Blount, Keklak. Here comes the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Chad Meadows in the 3, going to be the first one to roll across the start-finish line, starting his qualifying lap. The Meadows trying to lay down a flyer as trucks rejoin the track in front of him. The 56, that is John T. Wimby. She's going to stay down to the inside. Meadows dropping down to the bottom through 3 and 4. And he is going to cross the line to set our first lap. And he will jump to the top of the leaderboard with that lap. 46 of Chris Mefford has the 6 of Eric Blount right behind him. As those drivers go across the line, triggering another timing and scoring event. Chad Meadows holding on to the top spot for the moment. The 17 of Tommy Haynes sitting in a second. Now the 56 of John Wimbish moves into second. The 88 of Dale Osmond out on track right now. Dale sitting in a third place. Dale gonna shut it down momentarily. The 99 of Justin Rigsby now moves to the top of the leaderboard with the fast lap of a 31.084. The 50 machine of Rex Hoyle. Good to see Rex out here with the RFC drivers. Haven't got to call a race with Rex in it for a while. Yeah, very happy to see Rex out here. Right now, Rex posting the 6th quick time. Joshua Spalding in the 48. He's getting his truck up to speed. Currently, he is in 14th. The 37 machine of Cole Day out on track now as well. We have had 20 drivers turn a qualifying time. My broadcasting buddy, none other than the driver of the 81 machine, that is Dave Worrell. He is out there on track right now. He is the slowest driver ever to grace the presence of Racing for a Cause. Oh, well, now he moves up to 17th. So I guess I got to retract that one. So David right now in 17th spot. And with time running down, guys, we are going to step away for our national anthem and bring you tonight's starting lineup. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Qualifying is over. It is time for our drivers to take to the grid. And tonight's starting lineup for the Racing for a Cause Truck Series. On row number 1 is going to be the 17 of Tommy Haynes. On his outside, the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Row number 2 will be the 88 of Dale Osmond and the 23 of Bobby Summers. Row 3 will be the 56 of John Wimbish and the 3 of Chad Meadows. Row 4 is going to be the 37 of Cole Day and the 9 of Dustin King. Row 5, the 11 of Christopher Spencer and the 83 of Brandon Mefford. Row 6 will be the 50 of Rex Hoyle and the 6 of Eric Blount. Row 7 will be the 08 of David Schmidt and the 7 of Jason Keklak, tonight's race patron. Row number 8 will be the 46 of Chris Mefford and the 48 of Josh Spalding. Row number 9, the 81 of Dave Worrell and the 1 of Stephen Page. Row number 10 will be the 85 of Jeff Stiles and the 15 of Rick Greenaway. Row 11 is going to be the 44 of Mark Fravert and the 36 of Michael Fravert. Row 12, the 55 of Steve Baker and the 94 of Troy Radford. Row 13, the 82 machine of Tyler Hilton and the 19 of Cade Green. Row 14, Damon Cox in the 16 machine, and on his outside, the 51 of Dylan Blankenship. Row number 16, the 28 of Dustin German and the 35 of Matthew Spinks. Row 16, the 45 of Doug Wysocki, and on the outside, final driver to start the race here tonight, row 16 on the outside, that is the 47 of Ray Radford. The 82 machine taking an EOL, that is Tyler Hilton. So up to the front we go, the 17 of Tommy Haynes, waiting for that pace car to get out of his way so he can get on the throttle and we can get tonight's race underway. 100 laps here at Las Vegas. Pace car down and away. The 17 machine waiting for a shot to get on the throttle. On his outside is the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Green, a flag is out, and we are underway for the Wild Spirit Education 100. Tommy in that 17 machine having a solid start there, driving right down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Dale Osmond in the 88 taking a peek on the outside, trying to get some momentum built up. He's hunting for the race lead. The 88 now dealing with the 56 of Wimbish on his inside. Meanwhile, Tommy in that 17 machine has started to pull away, and Wimbish is now trying to reel him in. Dale Osmond in that outside lane, not letting the 56 find a way around just yet. Justin Rigsby in the 99. As we go on aboard, he is watching this battle take shape. Rigsby staying to the high side, trying to be nice and smooth on the wheel. 100 laps here tonight. Tires and fuel, somewhere right around 23 laps on them before drivers will start heading up for pit road. You'd be looking at 3 pit stops here tonight if this thing stays green the whole way. The 50 machine of Rex Hoyle, he's working on the outside of the 08 of David Schmidt. And it's the 6 of Eric Blount right in front of Schmidt, and the 7 of Jason Keklak. Who was Keklak? A little bit of a wiggle there. Looked like he made contact with the 83 of Brandon Medford. But they sorted out. We stay green, and everyone on the throttle down the backstretch, chasing that 17 of Tommy Haynes. The 94 machine of Troy Radford, working on the outside of the 51 of Dylan Blankenship. Blankenship got the run off the corner. He's going to slide in front of the 94. Sets his sights on the 44 of Mark Fravert. We got one way up high. That is Rick Greenaway in the 15 machine. Old Greeny out on track. Greeny sporting a new paint scheme, looking very solid here. I like it a lot. Got the 15 on the back quarter of the car. Greenaway likes his firefighters, wearing his full firefighter getup in his driver photo as the Leary Firefighters Foundation on the side of that machine. Right now he finds himself in 22nd after starting up in 20th. So trending in the wrong direction, but a lot of laps left in this race. That is not the end of the world, especially early on in a run. Maybe try and just find some room somewhere and enjoy the show in front of you. Meanwhile, the 88 of Dale Osmond still trying to work over the 17 of Tommy Haynes. This race has been led all by the 17 so far, but he has been under attack now from the 88. Osmond taking a peek to the inside. Wimbish going to follow him. And Dale with the run off the little tri-oval there down to the inside. Tommy's going to go way up high. He's not going to contest that corner entry, but he is going to try and get a run up off the corner and carry it down the backstretch. As the 88 now dives down to the bottom through 3 and 4. Wimbish looking like he's going to try and follow him through the corner. And Dale Osmond in the 88 for the moment has the race lead, and he is going to score his first lap lead here tonight. So Dale taking over the top spot. Now Wimbish in the 56 trying to find if he can squeeze through the hole. So too does the 37 of Cole Day. Cole pushing that 56 all the way down the backstretch. They're going to work their way through the bottom of 3 and 4. The 17 looking like he is stuck on that high side. He is going to go from first to fourth maybe even losing another spot as the 99 of Justin Rigsby now has a peek to the inside. And Rigsby trying to get the power down, but the 17 of Tommy Haynes going to get a good run up off the corner. Meanwhile, the battle for second place heats up. Wimbish and Cole Day. Wimbish going to win that skirmish. Justin Rigsby in the 99 starting to edge ahead of the 17. Dustin Ping in the 9 machine. Now he's going to take a peek to the inside of the 17 as we go on aboard with the 9. Man, I just enjoy listening to these trucks work their way through the corners as the 9 gets close to that left rear corner of the 17. Now he's going to tuck in right behind him. The Dustin Ping in 6th place. Tommy Haynes falling from race lead to 5th. Bobby Summers in the 23 machine. Right now he finds himself in 7th place. He's watching the 9 and the 17 go at it. Summers does have a little bit of a room here. No pressure for him. That 23 is all sorts of wound up and running in a nice little spot. As we go on aboard with this 23 machine, Summers started 4th, has lost a few spots, but as I said earlier, losing a few spots early on in a run is not a bad thing. Lets you figure out your truck, lets you figure out how you want to get around this racetrack without worrying about all the pressure of trying to lead the race. Maybe save a little bit of tire for something later in the run. David Schmidt in the 08. He finds himself in 8th place at the moment, just ahead of the 6 of Eric Blount, and then rounding out the top 10 is the 7 of Jason Keklak. Keklak following in the tire tracks of the 6. You can see everyone is really spreading out here in this run, not only in distance between each other, but as they go into the corner, everyone's looking for a little bit of fresh air across the nose of these things, a little bit more downforce on the nose. Not only that, but maybe a little bit extra grip on a cooler part of the track. Speaking of the track, tonight, this is a 1.52 mile track. 4 turns. Our race distance going to be 152 miles. The track temp is a nice, cool, crisp 76 degrees. The sun had set. Drivers were in their practice session during the afternoon. And now for the race, the lights have come up. The sun has gone down. And the speeds are much faster. '94 machine of Troy Radford has been steadily working his way forward. Started in 24th spot, has moved into 16th place. He has worked around the 85 of Jeff Stiles, the 46 of Chris Mefford right in 18th spot. But now Troy does have a knot of cars in front of him, one of those being the 55 of Steve Baker, 51 of Dylan Blankenship, and the 36 of Michael Fravert. check in on the 50 of Rex Hoyles. We got one up in smoke. That looks like the 47 machine. And that is the 47 of Ray Radford, as his engine has let go. Not sure what has happened to the 47, but looks like his night is going to be done early here. Let's see if we can go to a turn 3 instant replay and catch what happened to the 47. Ray Radford working his way down the front stretch and catching trouble. There's been an incident at the back of the track, or back of the pack. Doug Wysocki in the 45 coming up on the 83 of Brandon Mefford. They're going to go spinning. That's the 82 of Tyler Hilton getting involved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars finding trouble here. The 82 of Tyler Hilton going up on his lid. But we stay green as green flag pit stops are underway. The 88 trying to get onto pit road. The 3 of Chad Meadows right in front of him. So Meadows trying to hit pit road before going a lap down. The 88 of Dale Osmond into his pit stall. The 56 of John Wimbish pitting for 4 tires and fuel. That is now going to give the lead to the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Oh, I'm sorry, of Cole Day. My apologies. Big old lettering right there, right in front of me, saying Cole Day, and I read Justin Rigsby's name. But Cole Day in that 37 is your race leader. 17 of Tommy Haynes right behind him. Now the 37 getting hard on the brakes to bring it onto pit road. He's not going to be the only one. A whole bunch of drivers hitting pit road this time, including Bobby Summers in the 23 machine. Chris Mefford in the 46. He is staying out on track. So Mefford going to try and stretch this thing out. There's only 3 drivers who have not pitted yet. That is the 46 of Chris Mefford, the 28 of Dustin German. And it looks like the 28 of German is going to bring it down to pit road, and the 48 of Josh Spalding. So now 2 drivers, or I should say 1 driver not hitting pit road. That is the 48 of Spalding. He is yet to make his pit stop. Right now, though, he does have only 8 drivers on the lead lap. He is trapped over half of this field, 1 lap down. And Spalding now, he's going to try and get onto pit road, and he is going to do an outstanding bit of driving to save that machine. And the 48, he's trying to wiggle it as he has ran it out of fuel. That is going to give the race lead to Dale Osmond as soon as this cycles around. That is, of course, if the 56 of John Wimbish doesn't get by him first. So Dale Osmond in the 88, your race leader, has been out front for 13 laps and counting. Wimbish in the 56, sitting in second. Third going to the 37 of Cole Day. Eric Blount in the 6 machine has moved up into 4th place. The 99 of Justin Rigsby trying to make a pass on the outside. Down the backstretch goes the 99. Door to door at the corner. Slight contact. Eric Blount, though, able to save it. So Eric Blount was able to save that after some contact, but now it looks like he is going to come under attack from the 17 of Tommy Haynes. After our pit stops, the 3 of Chad Meadows is the first car 1 lap down. "26 drivers on the lead lap. We started 32 here tonight. We do have one that has called it a night. That is the 83 of Brandon Mefford. Drivers behind the wall include the 82 of Tyler Hilton and the 47 of Ray Radford. Doug Wysocki has pulled it onto pit road. He is currently being serviced by his pit crew. Wysocki was one of those drivers caught in the incident at the back of the pack. So Dale Osmond continuing to lead, but he is starting to track down the 15 of Rick Greenaway as we go on board with the 15 machine. Dale running very smooth laps here. His best lap was a 31.054. Last time around, he turned a 31.216. So starting to see a little bit of fall off here as we got about 10 laps on our tires. I was about halfway for Dale's last fuel/tire run. Dale works his way around the 15 of Greenaway. So now that 15 machine is the first car 1 lap down. Michael Fravor in the 36 machine running in a 25th spot. Finds himself now the last car on the lead lap. Fravor has lost a few positions since the start of the race. Looks like he's got a little bit of damage on the back end of that machine as well. A little bit of a bump to his rear bumper, possibly slowing him down out there tonight. But without a caution coming out, he's not been able to really work on that machine. There are no fast repairs available to our drivers tonight or at any time on Tuesday nights. Want to check in on my buddy Dave Worrell in the 81. Joins me in the broadcast booth on Monday nights. Not only that, but does his own broadcasting as well right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Dave at the moment finding himself 23rd after starting in 17th spot. The 81 machine not trending in the right direction, but we're not even to the halfway point just yet. So he's got plenty of time to right the ship, turn it around, start moving forward. Speaking of moving forward, the 88 of Dale Osmond continuing to open up a lead, but it is only a few hundredths of a second per lap. That 88 now has a half-second lead over the 56 of John Wimbish. Cole Day in the 37 has been hounding that 56. As we go on aboard with Cole Day. finding himself in third, tucked in behind John Wimbish. '28 machine of Dustin German took in a little bit longer fuel/tire run than everyone else. Wasn't the last one on the pit road, but was darn near close enough to it to call him one of the last ones to hit pit road. And so the 28 of Dustin German started in 29th, has moved forward. Right now he is running in 18th spot. Check in on a few of the other drivers throughout the rest of this field. Bobby Summers in the 23 machine right now finds himself in 7th. 8th place going to the 9 of Dustin Ping. Christopher Spencer in the 11 machine finding himself in a 9th place, and rounding out your top 10 is the 08 of David Schmidt. He has just worked his way around the 7 of Jason Keklak. Keklak finding himself in 11th, trying to track down that 08 machine, get that spot back. Meanwhile, at the front, the 88 of Dale Osmond now under attack by the 37 of Cole Day. Cole Day going to make the pass on the outside, and we're going to have a new leader as Day back to the front to lead his 3rd lap of the night. And the 88 of Dale Osmond bringing it onto pit road here on lap 42. One of the first drivers to hit pit road. The 37 of Cole Day staying out for the moment. John Wimbish staying out in the 56 right behind him. So Dale Osmond is going to lose a lap. Needs this thing to stay green and cycle all the way through the 37 of Cole Day. Not sure when he is going to come down pit road. But he is still turning very competitive lap times. His best lap was a 31.004. That time around was a 31.688. So not a whole lot of time being lost on tires just yet, but fresh rubber is still going to be faster. As we check in on the 88 of Dale Osmond, he has rejoined the race, working his way around the 50 of Rex Hoyle. Rex running inside the top 10, finding himself in 6th place for the moment. As a few more drivers hit pit road, that is the 99 of Justin Rigsby, along with the 3 of Chad Meadows. The Rex Hoyle now finds himself in a 5th place, but our race leader continues to be the 37 of Cole Day. He has not hit pit road just yet. Now the 56 of John Wimby, she is on pit road. So is the 19 machine of Cade Green. So Cade pulling into his pit stall. Tyler Hilton in the 82 still being worked on. He has been sitting in his pit stall for over 15 minutes now. And the race lead cycles back around to the 17 of Tommy Haynes as Cole Day pits from the lead. Dale Osmond in the 88, trying to track his way back to the front of this field. Dylan Blankenship in the 51 machine. He has gone behind the wall. He did that about 6 laps ago. So an early exit for the 51 of Dylan Blankenship. Rick Greenaway has also called it a night along with Brandon Mefford. So Dale Osmond in the 88 going to surge past the 37 of Cole Day. Finds himself into 3rd place now. Your race leader is the 28 of Dustin German. German gonna lead his 2nd lap of the night. Dustin gonna try and stretch this, I believe, to the halfway point, but maybe he's not gonna make it. That 28 machine looking like he's gonna hit pit road this time. Maybe even having already ran out of fuel. As the 28 slowly gets onto pit road. Josh Spalding in the 48 machine. Gonna cycle around. He's gonna take over the race lead now. As the 28 of Dustin German does make it onto pit road into his pit stall. So Spalding, your race leader, Dale Osmond, up into 2nd place now. He is 9.5 seconds back behind the 48. But the 48 has not pitted just yet. And he is going to bring it on to pit road this time. So Spalding into pit lane. That completes the cycle of green of flag pit stops. And Dale Osmond takes over the race lead once again. This time he has a 2.5 second lead over the 37 of Cole Day. We are at the halfway mark. 50 laps to go. Make it 49 this time when they cross the start finish line. And the 88 of Dale Osmond out in front. He has led for 30 laps now. Having a solid run here tonight. Looking for his first win of the season. Want to check in on the 11 machine of Christopher Spencer. Spencer started in 9th place. Right now he finds himself in 7th. That is the 99 of Justin Rigsby right in front of him. Rigsby in 6th place, but Christopher Spencer in that 11 machine had an outstanding pit stop, 10.7 seconds. I believe he has taken 2 tires, if my timing and scoring is to be correct. We'll see how this works out for the 11 of Christopher Spencer. So right now he is in 7th place. And he has some hard chargers not too far behind him. One of those being our pole sitter, the 17 of Tommy Haynes. Haynes right now in 8th place. American Diabetes Association on that machine. He's trying to track down the 11 machine. He is still just under 1 second behind him. The 94 of Troy Radford continuing to work his way forward throughout this race, starting in 24th. Right now he sits in 11th. So the 94 machine looking for a top 10 here. Just needs one more position. He has got to figure out how to get around the 08 of David Schmidt, who is just in front of him. Radford, a Falcon Motorsports driver. Dropping down to the bottom through 3 and 4, then shortening up the straightaway as much as possible. Nice gentle arc into 1 and 2. And a solid lap by the 94 of Troy Radford, turning a 31.578. The 3 of Chad Meadows, who is right behind the 94 machine. Chad Meadows is 1 lap down in 24th. He is the second car 1 lap down. The first car 1 lap down, that is the 36 of Michael Fravert. But the 48 of Josh Spalding looks like he's going to lose a lap here, as Dale Osmond in the 88 continues to lead the race here tonight. Cole Day in the 37 has closed the gap. It was 2.5 seconds when Cole Day got up to speed and rejoined the race after making his green flag pit stop. And now it is down to 0.6 seconds. So Dale, having a 5 lap older tires, is starting to lose ground to the 37 machine. This race has not been slowed for one caution here tonight. We have been caution free since the drop of the green flag. Now the 37 of Cole Day is moving in quickly on the 88 of Dale Osmond. Passing and catching are 2 different things. We've heard that time and time again. And you can see Cole just really rolls through the corners a lot better than the 88 of Dale Osmond. And then he is able to carry that momentum down the straightaway. So the 37 quickly catching up to the 88. It was about this time that Dale Osmond hit pit road. Looks like maybe he is going to pit once again. The 88 machine slowing, going to bring it onto pit road. That will give the lead to the 37 of Cole Day. So Dale splitting this race up into 3 stints. So far it has been a solid strategy as he has led for 39 laps. But your leader is the 37 of Cole Day. Want to check in on the 16 of Damon Cox as several other drivers start to make their way onto pit road right now. Damon Cox started in 27th, currently finding himself in 10th place. That 16 machine, a solid looking paint scheme. Quite shiny, quite reflective, very unique out there on this Racing for a Cause Truck Series. Want to check in on the 88 of Dale Osmond. He has rejoined the race. He is one lap down, all the way down in 16th spot, as the 23 of Bobby Summers is going to bring it onto pit road. But our race leader continues to be the 37 of Day, and he is coming up quickly on the 7 machine of Keklak. And Jason Keklak has fallen all the way down to 22nd spot. He has just came off of pit road. He is going to start pulling away from our race leader. So the question becomes, when will Day hit pit lane? Tommy Haynes 10 seconds behind the 37 machine. Right now he is sitting in 2nd place. That is the 88 of Dale Osmond right behind him. Dale, as drivers hit pit road, gaining positions on the track. Michael Fravor in the 44, he is on the pit road, getting serviced by his crew. So too is the 36. Michael Fravor in the 36, Mark Fravor in the 44, and the 17 of Tommy Haynes now has the race lead, as Cold Day has made it onto pit road. And rolling off of pit road, the 88 of Dale Osmond gonna flash by here. There goes the 88 of Osmond. Day in the 37. Gonna try and keep him a lot closer this time than 2.5 seconds like on that last pit stop. And the 37 is gonna have to come down pit road and serve a penalty. And Cold Day, a mistake at the 3/4 mark of this race. Back onto pit road. That is going to be tough to come back from. Your race leader continues to be the 17 of Tommy Haynes. The 11 of Christopher Spencer now sitting in 2nd place. So several different fuel strategies being worked on here. The 50 machine of Rex Hoyle, he is going to bring it from 3rd place onto pit road. The Hoyle into his pit stall. Chris Mefford in the 46 finds himself in 3rd place now. Dale Osmond has made it all the way up to 6th place, back on the lead lap. The 6th machine of Eric Blount is the first car 1 lap down. He has made his pit stop. So Dustin German in the 28 finds his way up into 3rd. Dustin German getting close to when he will have to hit pit lane. So German, after starting a 29th, using some pit strategy here, finding himself now into 2nd place as Mefford is on pit road. Tommy Haynes in the 17, pitting from the race lead. And with 30 laps to go into this event here tonight, going to be close for the 17. He might have to do another very short stop. So with as quickly as this race has been going, the 88 of Dale Osmond, working through some traffic here, has got to be careful at this point. Dives down to the inside. I believe that is the 81 of Dave Worrell. Dave gonna stay to the high side. Dave finds himself in 17th spot. He pitted on the same lap as Dale Osmond, so that is Dave legitimately going one lap down. To what will be our race leader when the 28 of Dustin German hits pit road. German trying to stretch this to lap 75, maybe even 76, 77. He's been trying to get 25 laps out of each tank of fuel, but he's been one lap short each time. And so now the 28 hits pit road with 27 laps to go. So he will still have to make one more pit stop. Josh Spalding in the 48 machine, finding himself in second, but our race leader is Dale Osmond. The 48 of Spalding is 2.5 seconds back. He is going to have to hit pit road this time or next, and here he comes heading for his pit stop. But now here's the unique thing. Dale Osmond in the 88, if the trend continues, he is about 5 laps away from when he is going to make his pit stop. So that 48 might be in a pretty good spot. He's still going to have to make one more stop, though. That 48 maybe not as good as I was initially thinking. Dale Osmond going to make his final stop here in the next few laps. The 37 of Cole Day, after serving a pass-through penalty. Or actually, I believe it was a pass-through penalty. Yes. At 37 has fallen all the way down to 20th spot, one lap down. We have 14 cars on the lead lap. The last car on the lead lap is the 50 of Rex Hoyle, and Rex is doing a great job out here tonight. In that 50 machine, it is his first start in the trucks on a Tuesday night this season. The 55 of Steve Baker. Right now he finds himself just outside the top 5, currently in 6th place. Baker started 23rd, moved his way forward all night long. Solid run going for the 55. Your race leader, though, continues to be the 88 of Dale Osmond. He has a 6.7 second lead over the 56 of John Wimbish. And the 88 going to bring it onto pit road. The 45 machine of Doug Wysocki, 10 laps down. He's going to pit right in front of him as well. So Dale breaking this one up to 20 lap runs. This will be his final stop of the night. That does give the lead to the 56 of John Wimbish. John been running up front all night long. His lowest of 26 coming during green flag pit stop cycle. The 56 is going to have to hit pit road here in the next 5 laps. So he's not going to be able to make it to the end of this thing. And the 56 bringing it down slowly onto pit road. He is going to pit from the lead. Christopher Spencer in the 11 battling with the 17 of Tommy Haynes. This will be a battle for the race lead as they work their way onto the front stretch and past the 56 of Wimbish. Haynes in the 17 out front now. Spencer in the 11, not letting him get too far away. The 23 machine, that is Bobby Summers. And Bobby finds himself in 12th place. First car 1 lap down. Bobby has made his pit stop. His final stop of the night, so he's a little bit faster than our race leaders. Check in on the 88 of Dale Osmond as he looks poised to be the one to win this race. He has made his final stop of the night. Nobody in front of him can make it to the end of the race as far as in position on the track. So the 88 of Dale Osmond looks like he is set up quite well as far as strategy and making it to the end. This is going to be his race to lose. But the 17 of Tommy Haynes out front for the moment. He is going to lead his 18th lap of the night. Tommy at most is 9 to 10 laps away from running out of fuel. With 15 laps to go, that just is not going to be enough. The 23 of Bobby Summers trying to get back on the lead lap. Summers in 9th place now. Battling with the 99 of Justin Rigsby. That is a spot for position and to be the first car 1 lap down should the caution come out. This race has gone caution free the entire time, so my voice is shattered because I haven't had a chance to take a drink. I'm gonna do that now. Miss Linda, I'm sorry, I'm thirsty. All right, drink in hand, let's get back to it. Your top 5 for the moment is Tommy Haynes, Chris Spencer, Cade Green, Dale Osmond, and Dustin German. As Bobby Summers now tries to work his way around the 17 to get back on the lead lap. Justin Rigsby in the 99 has cleared the race leader. As we go on board with the 99 machine, we want to get some house cleaning done. We have 26 cars out on track. We started 32 here tonight. Scored in 27th spot. Gonna finish this one behind the wall is the 9 of Dustin Ping. 28th spot going to the 51 of Dylan Blankenship. 29th, the 15 of Rick Greenaway. 30th going to the 83 of Brandon Mefford. Tyler Hilton in the 82 is not behind the wall, but he has been sitting on pit road for the last 40 minutes. He is going to be scored in 31st spot. And Ray Radford in the 47 machine will be credited with 32nd here tonight. So as the drivers continue to bring this race to a close without a caution, the 88 of Dale Osmond finds himself just under 20 seconds behind the race leader. Tommy Haynes 6 laps away from having to hit pit road is your race leader. Christopher Spencer sitting in second place in that 11 machine. Works his way around the 85 of Styles. And with 9 laps to go, this race is really winding down very quickly. The 08 of David Schmidt finding himself in a 13th spot. That 08 running right where he started. Now the 88 of Dale Osmond has moved into second place as Christopher Spencer has hit pit road for just a splash of fuel and to get rolling once again. Dale finding himself now 19 seconds behind the race leader. That is going to have to be an incredibly short pit stop for the 17 of Tommy Haynes. And I don't think he can get on and off pit road before that 88 catches up to him and passes him. But the 17 machine continuing to lead, and now with 6 laps to go, he is going to lead his 27th lap of the night. So the 17, your race leader, looks like he's going to bring it down onto pit road with 6 laps to go. So pitting from the race lead. Onto pit road he goes. The 88 of Dale Osmond working his way off of turn number 4. He is going to pass by the leader as he sits on pit road. Tommy just now getting into his pit box. The 88 of Dale Osmond once again back to the front. He is locked down, leading the most laps here tonight. 45 laps and counting. Has a shot at leading almost half of this race. Or it could be half of this race if he gets 5 more laps led, and looks like that might happen as the 88 now has 4 laps to go. John Wimbish in second place, finding himself 8.2 seconds behind our race leader. So a very solid lead for the 88 machine. Eric Blount right now finding himself in third with Dustin German in fourth. German really trying to stretch his fuel load here. Last on pit road 24 laps ago. And with 3 laps left in this race, he is going to have to go further than he has all night long. Maybe that 28 looking to hit pit road this time. A little bit of a wiggle towards the inside lane down the backstretch. Trying to maybe catch their attention, but no, he is not slowing down for that, but stays out on track. The 88 of Dale Osmond. Gonna see the white flag this time by one more time around. Final lap here at Las Vegas for the Wild Spirit Education 100. Dale Osmond working his way around the wounded Doug Wysocki machine. And the 88 down the backstretch for the final time. Through 3 and 4. Solid lead, no pressure in front, no pressure behind. And the 88 of Dale Osmond is gonna win the Wild Spirit Education 100, picking up his first win of the season here tonight. $100 laps, no cautions, 50 laps led by the 88 machine. A solid performance and an excellent pit strategy. Got that 88, his first victory and only the second race of the season, as he celebrates by burning it down. Guys, we are going to set up our post-race show. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to talk to our podium finishing drivers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Turn 3 Racing Network as we get ready for our post-race show. We're going to kick it off with the 88. That is Dale Osmond, your winner here tonight. Dale, you led 50 laps here tonight and a solid pit strategy there for you. Tell us a little bit about your race, man.
Oh, man, that was an awesome race. Green flag to green flag. At the beginning, I knew people were gonna try to take the like 25 lap fuel strategy and try to make it a 3 or 4 stop race or whatever it is. But I knew at night it just wasn't gonna happen because we were more on throttle than during the day in practice. So man, I just went out there and ran as hard as I could for 100 laps. At some point there, Cole got lost up in something, so he was my main competitor. But after he was gone, I was just able to just stretch it out and come home with the win.
Well, you crossed the start finish line with a 7+ second lead. So a good strategy there, good pickup by you, early decision to make it 20 laps each time. Winning the second race of the season, still a little bit early, but a win goes a long way towards a points championship. A short season, 12 races in total. We got 10 left. What's it going to take for you to keep rounding this field up and winning a few more?
Oh, man, I don't know. I think a little bit of luck is going to have to come into it as always, but if I can just run top 5s like I try and usually do and get a couple more wins, I think I'll have a pretty good shot at the points championship.
All right, Dale. Well, congratulations once again. Before we let you go, shout outs or thank yous?
Yep, as always, my family watching. Thank you for broadcasting. Everyone that raced tonight. Like I said, green flag to checkered flag, 100 laps. It's just awesome. My teammates over at Blackhawk Motorsports.
All right, Dale. Well, again, congratulations and thanks so much for sticking around for the interview. Now it's time to move on to our second place finisher, and that is the 56 of John T. Wimbish. John, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm real happy with this.
Well, you bring it home in second place. Another solid run for you. 2 solid finishes in a row to kick off this season. What's your secret? What are you doing out there that's making your truck so fast?
I just practice. Man, I've been trying to get in some practice anyway to get my reactions back and everything. So I put in some laps today and didn't expect, to go caution free. So just a little judgmental error on my part there, pit strategy wise. But just good solid finish. That's what we need.
Well, the 52 had a solid car all night long running up front. I don't believe I ever saw you outside of the top 5. What more could you have done, to adjust your fuel strategy?
I mean, Dale was real fast, and I kind of knew that there before the last 2 rounds of stops, and had to make a decision on, for my own race and what to do. So the only way to maybe get up front of him would have been to short pit him, but then you run the risk of he can run you down, and so can everybody else. So I was kind of just going by the seat of my pants here and making last second decisions on when to pit. But I knew he was going to be fast. So really, anytime I can finish, top 3, you got to be happy with that in a big stacked field like this. So just good solid finishes is what we need here, and come out good. Good points night again, second week in a row. So can't complain too much. Got to congratulate Dale on his win and Eric for running third, and thank Eric for the way he ran me. We were pretty close tonight, some, and giving each other space and raced everybody real well. So it was a lot of fun.
All right, man. Well, before we let you go, any last shout outs or thank yous?
I just want to shout out Esophageal Cancer Awareness Association in honor of my dad. Thank Troy and everybody here at RFC, all the drivers. I think everybody did a hell of a job tonight, going flag to flag here. So thank you for putting on the broadcast, everybody that watches, supporting your drivers, and helping out the channel here. So I just appreciate everybody involved. It makes us work. It's a lot of fun here, and look forward to going the rest of the season.
All right, man. Well, again, congratulations. Nice job out there tonight.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Now it's time to move on to our third place finishing driver. That is none other than the 6 of Eric Blount. Eric, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm wonderful, bud.
Well, I'll tell you what, that 6 machine looking very solid here on my screen. Doesn't look too torn up, and in a night that goes caution free, that is something that you really need to have. Tell us about your race out there tonight.
Oh yeah, the truck was really fast. I had nothing for Dale or John. I mean, those 2 guys were on a rail. But we were fast enough. I mean, and we had a decent pit strategy. It wasn't a winning pit strategy, but I mean, this just says how great this league is. I mean, go wire to wire like that. We've got the group of guys for it, and they proved it tonight.
Well, that 6 machine had a solid truck underneath you all night, but it really capped off here towards the end of the race as you were really gaining positions when everyone started to make their final pit stops. What was it like out there trying to get, trying to figure out where you were running and who was on what lap of fuel?
Oh yeah, it was real difficult. My crew chief tried to keep me updated, but the timing and scoring kept changing with every lap. But we just kept digging and running as hard as we could when we got out of pit lane, and tried to pick off as many guys as we seen coming out of pit road. As long as we could get in front of them, we figured that's another spot. And well, I mean, the truck was great. I mean, especially on a long run, it just stayed under me, and it was really good. I mean, we stayed in the top 5 after we moved up from our 12th place qualifying, and And we pretty much stayed there. And after that, it was like figured we could really have a good run, and it turned out really awesome. I'm really pleased with the crew, the car, everything was great tonight.
All right, man. Well, before we let you go, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to wifey and the family back at home, and I want to give a shout out to you guys up at the booth and the league for all they do, and a big shout out to every driver that showed up tonight and raced their guts out. And I mean, we had an awesome night. It's I mean, you can't say much more than wire from green to checkered. That's just it says it all.
All right, man. Well, thanks so much, and congratulations once again on an outstanding finish here tonight.
Thank you, bud. It's better than Pocono when I was caught on the fin.
That's for sure. All right, man. Well, that is Eric Blount, your third place finisher here tonight. Outstanding run by him as well. This race never slowed down for a caution. It went lightning quick. Nothing left for us here but to go through our results. Dale Osmond, your race winner, after leading 50 laps, brings it home to victory lane. John Wimbish in the 56 machine gonna finish second. Third, a very ecstatic Eric Blount. Fourth place going to the 23 of Bobby Summers. Justin Rigsby gonna finish in fifth. Sixth will be Josh Spalding. Tommy Haynes finishing in seventh, with Dustin German in eighth place. Ninth going to be the 55 of Steve Baker. The 10th place finisher will be Christopher Spencer. Troy Radford finishing in 11th. 12th going to the 46 of Chris Mefford. 13th will be the 7 of Jason Keklak. 14th, David Schmidt. 15th, Cade Green. Dave Worrell going to finish in 16th spot, the first car 1 lap down. 17th going to be Matthew Spinks. Rex Hoyle finishing in 18th. 19th going to Cole Day. 20th will be Damian Cox in the 16 machine. 21st, Chad Meadows. Mark Fravert, 22nd. Michael Fravert, 23rd. Stephen Page, 24th. 25th going to Jeff Stiles. Doug Wysocki finishing 26th. 27th, the 9 machine of Dustin Ping. Dylan Blankenship in the 51 machine finishing 28th. 29th going to Rick Greenaway. Brandon Mefford finishing 30th. 31st will be Tyler Hilton. And 32nd spot here tonight will be the 47 of Ray Radford. So thank you all so much for joining me. Hope everyone enjoyed the show, and I look forward to seeing you next week as we will be at Bristol February 11th. Make sure you tune in for that one. And guys, y'all have a good night, and we will see you then.